Um, just waiting for okay, streaming starting. Um, Hello everyone. Uh, Thank you for tuning in and welcome to the channel. So I'm now in chapter 20 of my Siberia: The World Before playthrough, and that's the current summary. Winter 1937. Dana is about to leave for a sanatorium on the outskirts of Vaghen, but her parents have just discovered the secret she had been hiding for weeks. I think it's her pregnancy because she's finally showing. But before that, let me just check. There are no side quests, so I can just go ahead and just not bother.
The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
Let's look at the
I'll
chest.
put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going. Yunta inspired me, I guess.
This is the note that that Kate saw in the previous chapter.
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice. No need to go in the bathroom. I've already packed my toiletries. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true.
Well, she has long fingers.
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already. As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama. But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Vaghen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't.
Uh,
The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
well, sanatoriums or like camps in the wilderness rarely are often too good to be true. Usually there are some shady things happening.
I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter.
Oh, okay, so this looks like a long read. How many pages was that? One, two, three, four, five, 8 pages. I guess I better get started. Should I do a voiceover? A lame voiceover? Let's not. It's 8 pages. It's too long. It's gonna take a while. as he had not yet returned to camp. They eventually found him quite high up, at a fork in the stream on an island, covered in everything the water had swept up. Horst pointed at a pile of sticks from which I could occasionally hear the Okay, it's just a retelling of what happened to Leon during the last chapter. I'll just read through. Well, probably there's probably not gonna be any uh any details after he left because he left the letter at the post where he was tied to. So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world, and my greatest wish is to hold you in my arms again. Leon, your Highland painter.
That scientist I met at the refuge, Horst Sauer, he brought me the letter after his return from Baltayar. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Why can't you bring your diary with you? I mean, I'd imagine
Now you know everything, dear diary.
she'd want to keep writing,
It is
especially
now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
in case there's nothing to do in the sanatorium. And she won't even be able to do a lot of work because of her pregnancy and her poor health. I mean, I'm not saying she won't be able to do anything, but just there are a lot of things that she might not be able to do because of the reasons I said earlier.
All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name.
Hopefully,
We will wait until then, me
she'll
and the
survive
baby.
the childbirth. Like I said in my previous stream, I'm hoping that it's not like this Fault in Our Stars love story, A Walk to Remember types of stories, where the girl dies because of an illness. Well, actually, um, in Love Story, Oliver and Jenny, I think. I can't remember the names. Um, at least they got to spend some time together, married. So it's not exactly the same thing.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but. And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaghen anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker? The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow, as long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
Pogroms.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the Refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet. So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Sister Magdalena, Baden Sanatorium, Ostertal, June 13, 1938. Wait, just gonna check. Oh yeah. So the letter, it's European format, but here it's in the U.S. The date, dear Rose. Yes, apparently, thanks for the information. Heard similar made to our institution on your behalf. To inform you that Donna can only live until December 1930. This is the most reasonable double N thing to do regarding the deterioration in her health. Please rest assured that we will continue to keep good care of her. Yours sincerely, Mr. Magdalena. Father Superior of the Baden Sanatorium.
That's a good clue, I guess. But I need to find more. Dana's initials. Oh, Mom. It stops just before Dana left for the sanitarium, in the winter of 1937.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Mm,
The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away.
I'm just gonna Google pogrom. It's the first time. Well, not the first time. Technically, they've been using it a lot here in the game in the last few chapters. But I mean, I heard it first through this game. Okay, so it's kind of like genocide, an organized massacre of a particular ethnic group, in particular that of Jewish people in Russia or Eastern Europe in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It's the protest notice. I'm gonna need some cleaning supplies because there are stairs that lead lead to a lower level of the town where there's a memorial and the names, and you can't read some of the names because it's covered with dirt. So I'm gonna talk to Frau Heigl.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
I wonder where I can. Mm, I'll go down to the lower level I discussed, or I mentioned earlier, and then I'm gonna see if it's gonna trigger something.
Otto, Pfeiffer. What if some of the names are covered up with dirt? How could I clean it?
I was not conceived to perform this function, Kate Walker.
No. Wrong one. No, I don't think so.
You used Diana's old handkerchief.
Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh, God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
Can't I clean up this side also? Okay, now I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I need to ask someone about the pogroms. But who can I ask? Or maybe there's a bookstore or something. Oh wait, no, I remember. I remembered something. When I first came to this part of the town, I inspected something and Kate said that it might be like important later. I think it's somewhere in this side. This is where I got the souvenir, the cheap souvenir. Oh, no, yeah, I remember. It's over here.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
Yeah, Dana is already at the sanatorium. After Vaghen lost her past, Oswerthal is asked by Brown Shadow. Brown Shadow is there for Groms. Yes. Independence is proclaimed.
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
I'm wondering when Nick Canton, or at what point Nick Canton will catch up with you.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose. I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman.
Colonel Bulaki.
But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers.
Aaron.
But here's our tram. Would you be so kind?
Wait, sorry. I like the soundtrack of the game. It's very peaceful. It's very soothing. But it might be one of the causes why I get so sleepy so often. But it's a minor thing. Just more of my it's just more of how I am.
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town,
Which
which I assume saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vaghen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand,
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
Bastard.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
Suddenly thought about the first
How
Pink
could
Panther
he?
movie
That's
with
exactly
Steve Martin.
the right question, Miss Walker. That origin
Hell,
expedition in
Baga.
Baltayar.
I would like to
What
buy
a
a
mess
hamburger.
that was.
I'd like to buy a hamburger.
So that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
moves through the water. That's surprising. But for a moment, I thought it was gonna submerge and turn into like an underwater rail. Baden Island, autumn 2005.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first.
Hi,
I'll
Tokyo.
meet you at
How's it going?
section '08. I'll come meet you there.
So, yeah, I finished the part at in Dana's flat, and when I was about to head to the sanatorium, I saw Frau Yunta or Colonel Blake. Turns out she's a double agent for the, I guess, British government, and I'm doing well, thanks. Um, let's insist.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise you must see for yourself.
You look like
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section '08.
section
Find
08.
it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. Cold as hell here.
I'm just going to go through the journal. I think there are some new entries now. Childhood house of Dana Rose. That's the woman she's concerned for. I should get another. Dear Mrs. Foster, I'm writing this addendum to my earlier report following a visit to the bridge of Miss in Vaghen. Glad to inform you I've managed to pick up Kate Walker's trail. Apparently, she broke into what used to be the childhood home of that young woman she's been looking for, Dana Rose. Frau Heidel, the owner of the place, was furious when I questioned her. She had explicitly refused Kate access. Not only did Miss Walker break into our premises, she also uncovered the entire hidden floor of the premises that had apparently been walled up in haste after the bombings during the liberation of Prague. Our Dana's child bedrooms virtually intact since the 1930s. The place did look as it had been shadow and 13 made sense. Okay. What do I have to do? Follow the path. Die Schwäne bitte nicht füttern. Please don't feed the swans.
I can't leave now. No, I can't go.
There were actually some nice cutscenes just
How the
earlier.
heck do I get myself into these situations?
Uh, so Kate rode the tram with Frau Junta, and they went to the other side of the river. The tram actually travels along the river also, not along across the river.
These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Leon's fate, or we don't know what happened to Leon after he escaped. But we found out that Dana's parents found out about her pregnancy. Turns out she's pregnant with Leon's child, and they sent her to a sanatorium, like to hide the pregnancy. And then, while Dana was there, her parents were killed by the Brown Shadow. There was a memorial with their names on it. And then that's all you found out. So you were supposed to head to the sanatorium, but on the tram station, uh, Frau Junta slash Colonel Blake was waiting for you there, and then she brought you to this place.
Grim.
Yeah, but Frau Junta was she was very adamant that Kate should see this place. She didn't say why. She
This
just
gives me the
said
creeps.
that it's important
Looks
that
like...
Kate see for herself. So
Oh, jeez.
I think I might Dana Rose's graveyard. I think Dana might have died during childbirth.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place,
Oh wait,
it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
but where are we? There should be a wait.
Is
I'm
there
sorry.
anything that requires my assistance?
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
Wait. So B.
I know, Oscar. I
So
know.
we're here.
Obviously, you do not, Kate Walker.
Go straight, then left. But it's blocked.
Impossible to get through. I'll have to find a way to go round it.
I'm gonna try to wing it. But I leave Oscar.
Oscar?
Just leave me.
Okay. So every time and anytime I need to check the map, I just could just go back to Oscar.
Section F. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. I can't figure out where to go. Section P.
I can't. There we go. It's here. This is the curve going to O. I wait. No, no, shit, 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 shit. I didn't notice there was a side quest, but I think it's too late. I think the game already auto-saved. I hope that there's. Oh wait, yeah, no, no. I was able to. Yeah, I was able to load
Section
before the
M.
game saved.
Illegible. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. The inscription has faded away. Section G. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
All right.
Find the nameplate of donors. It's kind of making me crave for a doner
Section M.
or a kebab.
Illegible.
I think they're shouting at each other. Like, maybe Kate can say that,
Section O. That's it.
hey, Oscar, I'm at section O. I'm gonna have to go back. Um,
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that... The undertakers must store their tools in it.
I think this might be something for later.
A dead end. I'll have to go back. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. Illegible. Section M. Seems so old. This place must be centuries old. The undertakers must have forgotten it. Impossible to read. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. Section F.
I'm gonna go back and check the other side.
A cemetery. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Impossible to read. Section D.
I hope the donors are in section D.
The inscription has faded away.
Oh wait, it just went around.
Section K.
Wait. I'm just. I've found O already, but I just. I'm not sure what to do with the side quest. I'm going to Google. Uh, find donors. Donors. This is this much makes much more sense because in the game it says nameplate of donors. I found O8 already. A cutscene triggered, but I haven't. I noticed that there was a side quest, so I reloaded the game. So I'm just trying to make sure that um that this won't get cancelled if I trigger the O8 cutscene. Yeah. Um, I didn't see where it is. but um, I can find it before I trigger the cutscene, so I'm gonna do that.
Oscar?
Wait, where am I again?
Section G.
Section G.
I need help here.
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
So, gonna check this area again. There's not much here. The but the tool shed. I need probably. Oh wait, there's a pickaxe here. They noted it, but I didn't notice.
Can you tell me where I am?
Let's see.
I need to go back to M. I think I'm gonna need the pickaxe to break into the shed, or at least break the lock.
Can you guide me, Oscar?
Reporting for duty. Once again.
Pickaxe is J. Can I go through here?
Impossible to read. Ah, it's not here. I need directions.
I need to find J.
I need your eyes, Oscar.
Just
Wait, well,
Section M.
I try to observe proper grammar, but the problem is, since it's not my native language, a lot of times I overthink things, and it causes me to not stutter but have a lot of pauses. And because for I don't use it every day. Well, now I kind of do because I'm streaming. But yeah, if I used it every day, I'd probably get rid of the pauses like, yeah, because of practice. So
Section
it's
M.
M.
I need directions, Oscar.
what would she do without me?
M leads to the curve, so this is going to okay. So J should be down this path. Uh,
I can't
there
figure
are
out where to go.
stairs.
All right then.
So I think here, pickaxe.
The Undertakers must have forgotten it.
Ah, okay. I can't take it.
Can you guide me, Oscar?
All right.
I'm gonna check the area around B, and then I'm gonna go to L.
Section P. I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
Jan Awa, Isabella and Marcos Fritzl, Leopold Heilig, and Lenny Renner, yeah, Adam Zimmer, Magdalena Neumann, Eric Fichter, Broya, Matilda Roth, Maya. Okay, now I can go to O. Thankfully, the donor plate is just close by.
A dead end. I'll have to go back. Anna Rose, 1938. Gone to a better place.
Ah, so it's not Dana.
Oh
The
no.
daughter died. Nun an einen besseren Ort. Best, better place. No, Ort. No, Ort is more.
What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth.
Okay,
So
so
she remained at the sanatorium a few months more.
your connection is
She
just
was devastated.
coincidence,
Poor darling.
and you
That's
just
how she survived the pogroms.
you just
Yes,
you're just a
but that didn't
doppelganger.
mean she was safe.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
Or maybe the child survived and they just hid it from Dana for some reason.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way, she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
Um, but it's a good thing that her health problem
All right,
wasn't
Dana.
that severe.
Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
Okay, no side quests. Just gonna check the diary. Ah, yeah, Kate mentioned that the diary ends here. Hmm. Ah, yeah, I was looking for this, the report. Surface there. Report of Agent BJB on mission censored and censored. Um, yeah, so since Dana became sterile, either the child survived, which means you still have a chance of being related to Dana, or the child really ended up dead and it's just a coincidence that you look like her, and you're just trying to find out what happened, where she ended up, or how she ended up. Because you've gone this far. But two SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. SAM, the tank division, Cherbourg. SAM battery, King. Where's Dover? Cherbourg is tank, right? Tank, yeah. So SAM batteries, Dover, King. Wait, so which one is? So this is probably Le Havre. This is Kane. What's this one? So this is probably Cherbourg. And this is, let's remove this. Let's put the tank here. SAM battery here. Where's Dover? Strasbourg. Dover. Let's consider two tank divisions positioned in Belgium. Two tanks in Belgium, one tank in Le Havre. Belgium, it's just Brussels. So let's put here's Dover, two Sams. Wait, it says two, right? Two SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. Submarines, probably this one. Submarine North Sea, three submarines, Celtic Sea for Cherbourg. Where's the snipping tool? Oh wait, yeah. Okay, submarine North Sea. Two of the three submarines in the Celtic Sea have left for submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one position near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean. Um, Wait, let me just. Shit. Nose is really itchy. Okay, I'm gonna start with the submarines. Submarine still positioned in the North Sea. Two of the three submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. So submarine here. I think submarine here also. Left Cherbourg to meet with the one position near Brest in the North Atlantic Sea. Two tank divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Another tank division left for so investigation on enemy units movement and surface air missile battles. French western coast situation. Two SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. SAM. Tank division is leaving SAM battery near Brest. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg, so there's a tank division here also. The SAM battery near Caen is still active. Two SAM batteries. Where do I put the second one? It's either a tank or submarine. The SAM battery near Caen is still active. Tank division is leaving Cherbourg. To reach the SAM battery near Brest. Two of the three submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea. Submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one near Brest. So these ones are correct. Another tank division left for. I think these are correct. Left for the Sherb. There's no mention of Plymouth. Another Back division left for. So, sir, investigation batteries position. 2 SAM batteries have been spotted. How am I supposed to? It says 2 SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. Tank division is leaving Cherbourg. To reach the SAM battery near Brest. So there's one here. SAM battery near Kane still active. Which is here. SAM battery. So these are the clues. Can I? So it says submarine is still positioned in the North Sea. So I placed one here, and then 2 of 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. And I placed those 2 here because these are the closest to Cherbourg. Then submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the 1 position near. Okay, wait. So a submarine left Cherbourg to So there should still be a submarine here, right? No, this isn't Kate. This is Dana. So um, Colonel Blake took her to London after her after the supposed death of her baby. And then she worked at the Foreign Office, and she eventually ended up in this position because she's still trying to fight against the Brown Shadow. So wait, let's go over this one by one. Submarine still positioned in the North Sea. Wait, what happened? North Sea. So I placed the submarine here. Then 2 of 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. So I put those 2 here. Two of the 3 in the Celtic Sea, so I left one in the Celtic Sea. And then a submarine left I'm not sure if the submarine that left Cherbourg is one of the two that went there from the Celtic Sea. So maybe if that's the case, I should remove one of them and then consider that the one here near Brest. Wait, submarine. Let's assume that this is a different submarine. So a submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one positioned near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean. So a submarine left Cherbourg to meet the one near Brest. So this is the one near Brest, or maybe this one, and this is the one that left Cherbourg. So I put two in there. And then scouts have confirmed that two tank divisions are still positioned in Belgium. So these are the only points where I can place pieces in Belgium. So I put in two tanks. Another tank division left for Le Havre. So I placed a tank piece here. And then two SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. So this is where I have an issue with, because it says there are two surface-to-air missiles. Surface have been spotted towards Dover. Oh shoot. But I can only place one piece. And in Dover. So I can't place anything else. Excuse me. This is already Plymouth. And then a tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach the SAM battery near Brest. So I put a tank division Cherbourg, the one that's leaving to meet up with the SAM battery near Brest. And then the SAM battery near Caen is still active. So I placed the SAM battery here. Strasbourg. Are there any other things mentioned? I don't think I missed anything. Belgium. The uh, same thing. Sorry, North Sea, Cherbourg, the Cherbourg position, you rest, Atlantic Ocean. Are there any other reports? Ah, okay.
That's it, I guess.
So the only problem I had was with the two SAM batteries going to Dover. So they're not in Dover yet. They're just like maybe I think moving towards Dover. So I placed them at the two closest spots, and that worked. So all of the rest I read correctly.
Yunta!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Wait, I'm just gonna close the paint.
Maybe. I guess. Anyway, what are you doing here? So glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
Hmm. I guess you trust her, and then Dana trusts her at this point.
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltayar for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Vaghen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Vaghen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation.
Yeah, kind of thinking the
It's all
same.
explained here.
Because Kate never
And of
even.
course it's all...
I was thinking earlier that it's sad that Kate didn't even get to see her baby because when she woke up, uh, the the baby was already buried. I mean, they couldn't even wait for a day or two to like maybe. Well, I don't know if that's hygienic or I mean I don't know how they did things or if it's appropriate, but yeah. I mean it could still go both ways. Maybe the baby is really dead. I just don't know what type of story it's gonna be moving on.
top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso. I'll see you later.
Well, let's get cracking then.
So maybe I really hope Kate and Dana are related, because they're asking like Dana to figure things out here, and then just reminds me of Kate's resourcefulness. So you'll be escorted by one of the main resistance aircraft. Pneumatic telegraph contribution in the war, blah blah blah. Prepare the mission. Repair the pneumatic telegraph.
Could one imagine anything as insane as the whole wide world at war? And for the second time in barely a generation. Yunta said I wasn't allowed to leave the room until I identified the resistance network. We're snowed under. The paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time. The Blitz ended a few years earlier, but now the Brown Shadow is sending us a new death machine. The V2. The most widely used Allied single-seat fighter
Spitfire.
plane. I probably owe it my life, like all of us here. I guess I must apply the right setting for the pressure to remove that safety. It's stuck. I'll have to remove the safety device.
I saw it stuck, and then I remember before she mentioned, or before the voice actor said it stuck, I thought of, um, what's her name? Kate, because she said that a lot over the 3 games. It's stuck.
That must be for mixing the correct proportions of rarefied air in the system with the compressed air.
So this releases, no. Oops.
It's stuck. I'll have to remove.
Obtain the list of resistance networks.
We're snowed under. The paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time, and it's something we cruelly lack. Yunta said I wasn't allowed to leave the room until I identified the resistance network.
Obtain the list. So I guess I'm gonna get the list from this machine.
Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else.
Oh wait. Topic, subject, country. I'm gonna check the list of things per category first. Obtain the list of resistance networks. What's the time?
The United Kingdom seems pretty much on its own as representative of the free world in Western Europe. The Brown Shadow still occupies the whole of The Soviets are on the move. They've reconquered most of their territory, and they're closing in on the Brown Shadow. We've reconquered North Africa and half of southern Italy, and we aren't going to stop there.
Stuck in where? I can't. Do you mean the cylindrical thing that came out of the pipe? I think it's one of those like message delivery things. Like you put the message there, insert it to the pipe, and it gets travels through the pipes, so that you can deliver messages instantly to other parts of the building. Like this one. It's connected to different parts of the building, but I forgot what it's called. But yeah, it's an old-timey delivery device. Topic, distance, subject.
Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else.
Wait, not battlefronts. Networks. for drive-in banking with more than one lane. Oh, um, yeah, I can imagine it still being used like in some places, especially if you to avoid like digital footprint. I think I think it's the like the underground assassin community in John Wick also uses this. Um, wait, resistance networks.
Right. Let's see.
Ah, it's Leon. Codename Edelweiss. Leader's alias Highland Painter.
Edelweiss? A coincidence. It must be a coincidence.
No, Highland Painter. It's not a coincidence. You know that.
The network leader's alias.
Come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
So that was
If you
one.
keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
That was one of my mom's
Go on
favorite
then.
songs.
All right. Your nickname will be Highland Painter from now on. Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
No, before
I
she
need to. Oh, good grief. But how did he?
she still had
Yunta!
Yeah.
Yunta!
before she found out, like the game said that I think she just her primary motivation was revenge, or not necessarily revenge, just to stand up against the Brown Shadow.
So Leon
Shadow.
made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Vaghen the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
Unless someone planned it, like someone did that on purpose. They assigned the resistance name to Edelweiss and the resistance leader to Highland Painter. But I don't think so. I mean, I mean, it would surprise me if that's the case, because I don't think that this is that type of story like where there's a lot of like cloak and dagger stuff happening in the background. There are some, but if it gets to that point, I mean, I'm gonna be surprised.
You go first. Uh, I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course, take all the time you need.
I think Kate is gonna dig up the grave. Guess there's a pickaxe and the, or maybe it's gonna be for something else. But yeah, there's this tool shed and the pickaxe. But let's see.
Oscar?
But the mission is leave the cemetery. Am I gonna have to go back for these two? Wait, I just want to make sure that I don't miss something in this part. Siberia, the world before, cemetery, tool shed. No, no, yeah. Um, so I got some. I read a bit of a spoiler, but not much. Just so yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with the tool shed and the pickaxe once I leave the cemetery. I need to open the cemetery gates, so I think it's gonna be locked when I try to go out. Wait, where am I? I'm a bit. The camera angles make it like
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
if the camera angles didn't keep changing, it would be so much easier to get through this area. Wait. This is the shed. I think the exit is closer here.
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
The shed is on the left wall.
Can you tell me where I am?
What would she do
So
without
yeah, I
me?
need to take the stairs and then just go straight. Friedhof Baden.
What the heck?
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
There always is, Kate Walker.
Okay, now I need to get to the tool shed. Yeah, I thought that Kate was gonna like dig up the grave, but it looks like she just needs the something from the tool shed to open the gate. When you don't know what to use, always try Oscar.
Can you bring that pickaxe closer, Oscar?
Of course, Kate Walker.
Uh, so the shed is on the other side.
Closing time, huh? What am I supposed to do? This mechanism. It seems connected to the gates, but I can't reach it from here.
Now I need to go around. Turn to the guest house.
You seem disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well, correct me if I am wrong, but the fact that Dana Rose lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm just stupidly over-optimistic. I wish I were like you, and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say, I guess.
Sorry, Oscar. That didn't come out so well.
Are you all right, Miss Walker? Let's take the tram back to the guest house, Miss Walker.
Oh yeah, maybe you'll get to see the tram crossing the river. And the flaps on the back, it turns into a water wheel. Wait, just a sec. I'm getting irritated by my hair. Gonna get something to hold it in place. Yeah, it's much better.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes, just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Vaghen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission. The Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead an avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
Are you gonna go straight to the Silberspiegel?
So, instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana, I...
We'll have no more trains to chase?
Oh yeah, there's been someone who's been like watching you from the shadows. And as far as I remember, the game still hasn't shown you who it is.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Are you sure you want to stay under the storm to see the bodies, Kate Walker? They'll still be here tomorrow, you know.
Maybe, Oscar, but I can't wait. I've just got to know now.
Looks like that's where they store the bodies.
Darn it, of course I need a coin again.
Uh, I might need to do something with the telescope later, but I'll leave it for now. Wait, I didn't think that going to that person is gonna automatically trigger the find the frozen bodies objective.
No one here? It's not that late. I'd have thought Demoiselle Lenny would still be up.
I believe that old people retire early, don't they?
Inspect the common room.
I was hoping to find Demoiselle Lenny here. A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. Another one of those cigars. There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They're all that count right now.
Look, Oscar, a distant cousin.
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
Too small for a door.
Uh, Wait. Gonna check the journal again. That's the fate of Anton and Leonard. I know them after. Last night I went to the little island of Baden where Kate Walker went after she visited the Bridge of Mists. A some cemetery where the mechanical entrance and gate seemed to follow strict opening times, leading to the maze-like alleys, but I did make an interesting discovery. A grave. It was in the name of a certain Anna Rose, going by the dates engraved on the sinister living as stillborn child, most probably the daughter of that Diana Rose whom Miss Walker was trying to trap. That wasn't the only revelation in this. I kind of wish that you needed to find these reports or that. I mean, because it doesn't make sense that you'll have this report from Nick Canton because he just got here to the Silberspiegel Refuge, and then there's no way that this report should be in your possession. Anyway, oh Fred.
I was hoping to find Demoiselle Lenny here. No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Vaghen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on.
Of course.
I need to check something in the tent anyway.
It's Kate the repairman again. Or repair person, repair woman. I don't know. Maybe the key I got is for the generator. Here.
Nothing.
Speak to me, Oscar.
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes. Thanks, Oscar.
There must be something missing here.
Better try something else.
No, Kate.
Impossible. Must have got it wrong. That doesn't work.
I'm afraid you are mistaken, Kate Walker.
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator. There must be something missing here.
No, I don't think so.
Look, Oscar! The bodies must be over there!
It's too dark, Kate Walker. We should find a way to light up the tent.
So there's a missing part that I need to find. Oh, wait. There's an actually, it's not an inspection point. It's the prompt to go down.
The bodies are in that tent, outside.
Demoiselle Lenny had tea with another one of those cigars. There must be something missing here.
No, wrong one.
Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there.
Okay, another crack. Let's inspect it.
Must be to crank up the generator. Nothing. I must have forgotten something.
Yeah, I need to switch it on, I think. Okay, no side quests. That's good.
Looks like the rescuers left in a hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard. Forensics Institute of Vaghen. That's not Dana in this body bag.
Excellent. Wait, that might be Leon because it's an open.
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
Yeah, Leon Kodanis. Kobaris. Kobatis, rather. White man.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the Refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
Yeah, still no side quests, so I can go ahead straight to where Lanny is. Well, but I forgot where her room is located. But it's not a big place, so.
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar.
That guy looked like the abominable like the Bigfoot like creatures that Leon's expedition was trying to look for. I forgot the official name.
She's asleep. I'd better go and talk to that guy in the other room. It's locked.
Sir? Are you there?
What have we got here? This portrait, it looks like Leon. The style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar. The one made by the...
Dana.
The Go rune.
Yeah, Gorun.
Not Dana. She's old, like me.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way,
Excuse
Mr.
me.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtag.
He took the name of the biscuit as the last
Well,
name.
Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
He's even picked up some
Leon.
bad,
My
some
brother.
vices.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they?
Maybe the Gorons became resistance fighters.
Is that when you met Dana?
No.
That little figure there. That's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there, are they your parents?
Uh-huh.
Looks like a river. And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
So he kind of like became James Franco in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That group. Is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar? Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vaghen to join the resistance fighters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was just Ludwig. But maybe he also thought, I mean, during his stay there, he might have taught the whole tribe about, about some things.
Had Dana already joined the resistance operation by that time? I mean, by the time shown in the drawing.
No. Later.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny. My sister.
Even the monkey has an English accent.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you. She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the Refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
This sketchbook. I think it was Leon's. Detonating wire, just like in the old movies.
Have you seen this man? A terrorist. The man. Ah, okay. So the shadowy figure that's been watching you since you first climbed or since you went into the Silberspiegel Refuge, it's probably Ludwig.
This symbol looks like a warning. Some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body? These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess. So much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. But there are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Lenny now. It's locked.
I'm just gonna put my controller
Fräulein.
down. This
I
might
knew
be a
you would
long
be back
conversation.
eventually.
Fräulein.
Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the Gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
But Kate,
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that are...
But Kate, we needed to run. We needed to pad the game time.
I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose It doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years
Jeez.
of my life. Joining the resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose.
Virus, 1940.
Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky, literally.
Don't tell me
Dana was sent by London, right?
she
To
killed
oversee
Dan.
that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
It's a very different kind of meeting. They've both gone through so much already by this point. They feel like very different people. You should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe.
Dana, so
But it was to be just another broken dream.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs.
2:55. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream now. It's a new chapter, and yeah, I'm gonna go rest for a bit. But hey, Tokyo, if you're still there, thanks for watching, and as always, I hope you have a nice day.